11 Alive News at 5 p.m. starts now.
We are committed to our fight. We are committed to reproductive justice, and we will continue to do everything that we need to do to ensure that Georgians are taken care of.
This was not just something that was thrown together. This was carefully planned out, carefully thought through in terms of implementation.
Two sides of the debate over Georgia's abortion law. Just hours ago, Georgia's highest court heard arguments over whether the law was valid when it was passed in 2019. Good evening and thanks for being with us. I'm Jennifer Bellamy.
And I'm Faith Jesse. And as Joe Ripley explains tonight, the state Supreme Court's upcoming ruling could cement the law in the books or make it void.
Had this court case been brought in 2019, this court would have had no choice but to strike it down as void. And voidness is not something that can change over time.
That argument lies at the heart of an appeal to Georgia's partial abortion ban by Sister Song Women of Color Reproductive Justice Collective, one of the groups who sued the state after the passage of the Life Act, also known as the Heartbeat Bill, in 2019.
And I think that this court should avoid going down this road that would really exalt this court above its coordinate branches and say our decisions bind you.
The Georgia Supreme Court heard oral arguments from both sides on whether the law was void from the beginning, as Roe v. Wade had not yet been overturned in 2019 when Governor Kemp signed the bill.
Because it's really a philosophical debate about what the law meant and when, and that's a harder case to make than to make the case for whether or not abortion is protected as a fundamental right under the state constitution.
Abortion rights advocates are asking the Georgia Supreme Court to void out the Georgia Life Act and instead require the legislature to go back to the drawing board and come up with another solution.
I think the Life Act does such a good job of balancing those difficult circumstances women find themselves in with a basic right to life of a child. I think the court's going to find this as fully constitutional. I think it's going to be implemented in full. State Senator Ed Setzler originally authored Georgia's abortion law, typically banning abortions after 6 weeks. It went into effect last summer after a U.S. Supreme Court ruling overturned Roe v. Wade. A judge in Georgia overturned the Life Act law in November, ruling it was unconstitutional when it passed. The Georgia Supreme Court is expected to release a ruling within the next 6 months. Coming up at 6, how abortion rights advocates plan to move forward if they lose their case and the court upholds Georgia's abortion law. In Atlanta, Joe Ripley, 11 Alive News.